Hi, hello students. Welcome to WOW Academy for Physics. In this video, we are going to solve some more MCQs on the reflection of light at different surfaces. In the part 1, we solved 25 MCQs. Now we are beginning from 26th question. 26th question is, a light bulb is placed between two plane mirrors inclined at an angle of 60 degrees. Then the number of images formed by. Here we need to remember one formula, children. When two plane mirrors are adjusted by making some angle theta and we place one object in front of the plane mirrors, then the number of images formed by the plane mirrors are 360 by theta minus 1 when 360 by theta is even and n is equal to 360 by theta when 360 by theta is odd. We need to remember this formula. Now, as of the given data, the 26th question, the angle he mentioned as 60 degrees between the two plane surfaces. Now, the number of images will be 360 by theta. It will be, I will take minus 1. Why? Because after striking 360 with 60, we will get 6. So, 6 is the even integer. So, 6 minus 1 we need to do. So, the number of images formed by the plane mirrors when the angle between them is 60 degrees is 5. So, option 1 is the correct option. Next question. Light selects the path which takes the least time to travel. It is Fermat principle. It is direct question. As of the Fermat principle, light always choose least distansive path or least time to travel. It is nothing but Fermat principle. Next, 28th question is, an object of size 7 centimeters is placed at a distance of 27 centimeters in front of a concave mirror of focal length 18 centimeters. So, as of the data, the mirror is concave mirror. The height of the object is 7 centimeters and placed at a distance of the concave mirror, and u is equal to 27 centimeters and the focal length will be 18 centimeters. Now the radius of curvature will be 36 centimeters. So as of the given data, the object is placed between F and C, where F is the focus and C is the center of curvature. So when we place the object between F and C, we will get the characteristics as real, inverted, enlarged, and the image is from beyond C. These are all the image characteristics. Image from beyond C. Now let us see the question. The size and nature of the image is. So it will be the enlarged image, and enlarged means any other options are there, we need to check. So image is enlarged twice, image is diminished to half, so this option should be eliminated. Image is enlarged to 3 times of same image, so option 2 and option 4 are eliminated, but we have to solve it to get the option. So the focal length, the focal length he mentioned in the question. So the focal length is 18 centimeters and the center of curvature will be 36 centimeters. Now the object is placed at a distance of 27 centimeters. Now if you apply the sign conventions, object will be lies above the principal axis, so it will be placed, and u is opposite to the incident ray. This is the incident ray, it will be opposite to the incident ray, so we need to take the negative sign. Next, f will be negative, so 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u is the formula. From this, 1 by v can be written as 1 by f minus 1 by u. Now the f value is minus 18 minus u value is minus 27, and the 18 and 27 LCM is 3 6 3 9 again 3 to the 3 3 are. So 3 into 3 into 2 into 3, the LCM value will be 9 into 6, 54 is the LCM. So the LCM is 54, and here you will get minus 3, and here minus 27 is there, so you will get plus. Minus of minus, it will be plus now, so 2 you will get minus 1 by 54. Therefore V is equal to 54 centimeters, nothing but minus 54 centimeters. Now we need to calculate the magnification. Magnification is equal to minus V by U, which will be is equal to height of the image divided by height of the object. And from this, and from this hi by h4 is equal to minus V by U. Then hi is equal to h naught times of minus V by U. Substitute the values, you will get the answer. What is h naught here? It will be plus 7 centimeters, and V will be, and what is the V value? We got minus 54 divided by, and the U value is placed between at 27. So 2 so h naught times of 2, nothing but 14 centimeters we got. It is the here, sorry, here I forgot to write minus 5 because V is minus 54 minus of minus, so it will be minus 14 centimeters. So it will be double the size. Option 1 is the correct. A man having 6 meters observed his image of 2 meters of height erected. Now the mirror is, so the mirror, the image is formed, the erected image, erected, and 2 meters of height. So 2 meters when compared with the object, it will be diminished image. So erected, diminished, and the virtual image is always erected. So we will get virtual, erected, diminished characteristics only for a convex mirror. But in case of a concave mirror, we will get virtual, erected image, but it will be enlarged. It is the enlarged characteristics. Remember this. Next, 30th question. An object 2.5 centimeter height, 2.5 centimeter height placed at a distance of 10 centimeters. So object distance is 10 centimeters in front of a concave mirror, having the radius of curvature 30 centimeters. Now the focal length will be is equal to r by 2. It will be 15 centimeters. Now he is asking what is the height of the image. Now see, very simple, pole, focus, center of curvature. So 15, 30, and what is the position of the object? 10 centimeters. And look at here. So the height of the object is 2.5 centimeters. Now the position of the object is between pole and focus. You will get virtual, erected, enlarged characteristics. So many options are there. All options are enlarged characteristics only. So we need to solve this kind of problem. So first we need to find out the image distance. First, before that, we need to apply the sign convention. This is the incident ray direction. So height of the object will be positive, object distance is negative, and the focal length also negative. Why? Because it is a concave mirror. So from this, 1 by V can be written as 1 by F minus 1 by U, and the F value mentioned as minus 15, U value is minus 10. So the LCM of 15 and 10 is 5 3s are 5 2s are. It will be 30 is the LCM. 30 is the LCM. So in the numerator, you will get minus 2 plus 3. Then you will have 1 by V is equal to, wait a second, we did small mistake here. 1 by F minus 1 by U. What is the F value? 1 by minus 15, and 1 by U value is minus 10. Now the LCM will be 30, I think 15 comma 10, 5 3s are 5 to the 30 is the LCM. -2 plus 3. Now you will have 1 by v is equal to 1 by 30. V is equal to plus 30 initial. Previously also we did the same thing. Now what is the thing he is asking? Height of the image by height of the object is equal to magnification, which will be is equal to minus v by u. And hi value is how much? We don't know. We need to calculate divided by ho. And the value of ho is how much given in the question? 2.5. It is plus 2.5, and minus of v value is 30 we got, and u value is how much you mentioned? Minus 10. So minus minus will get cancelled. 0 will get cancelled. Hi is equal to 3 into 2.5. It will be 7.5 centimeters is the height of the image. Option 1 is the correct one. Next, 31st. If the image is of smaller size than the object, it's said to be, it is diminished image. Very simple answer. In the plane mirror, object distance is more than, image distance is more than the object distance, wrong. Image distance is less than object distance, wrong. Image distance is equal to double the times of object distance, wrong. Image distance is equal to object distance. Already in the part 1 also we discussed the image characteristics in case of the plane mirror are object distance is equal to image distance, height of the object is equal to height of the image, laterally inverted, next virtual, and erected. These are all the image characteristics in case of the plane mirror. I hope all of you understood. Next, mirror formula. What is mirror formula? 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. In this order only you should remember. Don't remember 1 by u plus 1 by v. This one also correct, but remember like this only. It will confuse you while writing the lens formula. That's why you should remember in this sequence only. 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. Next, now it can be written as 1 by f minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by v, and 1 by f minus 1 by v is equal to 1 by u. So these are all the alternate forms. So option 1, option 2, option 3 all are correct. So option 4 is the right answer. Next, the angle between the incident ray and the emergent ray is called, it is nothing but the angle of deviation. Direct answer. The angle between the surface of a mirror and the incident ray is known as, and look at here. So here it is the plane surface. Let us take, it is a plane surface, and the incident ray I had taken. This is the incident ray. So at the point of incidence we will have the normal, and at the same time at the point of incidence we will get the reflected ray also. This is incident ray. IR stand for incident ray, RR stand for reflected ray. This is normal. The angle between the incident ray and normal is called angle of incidence. The angle between the reflected ray and normal is called the angle of reflection. Now the angle between the incident ray and the surface is called glancing angle of incidence. Glancing angle of incidence or glancing angle. And the angle between the reflected ray and the mirror is called glancing angle of reflection. And as of the loss of reflection, I is equal to R, and in the same way alpha I is equal to alpha. Glancing angle of incidence is equal to glancing angle of reflection. And I will make you one note. I plus alpha I, nothing but angle of incidence plus glancing angle of incidence. After adding, you will get 90 degrees. Angle of reflection plus glancing angle of reflection, again you will get 90 degrees. Remember this. Next, 35th is the option glancing angle. The magnification, see, remember children, the magnification m is equal to minus v by u for the spherical mirrors, and m is equal to v by u for lens. Since we discussing with mirrors concept, and moreover once check the options, minus v by u, it is a correct formula. U by v, it is wrong. U plus v, wrong. V minus u is also wrong. So in the another, we don't have the option v by u. So gunshot, we can write minus v by u is the correct option. So instead of minus v by u, if you have the option v by u along with these three options, you can select this one also. Why? Because the magnification for lens is v by u. What is magnification? The ratio of height of the image to height of the object is called magnification. And remember, it doesn't have units. no units. Why? Because it is the ratio of two similar things. And one more thing, it is also called as dimensionless quantity. Magnification is a dimensionless physical quantity. The physical quantity which do not have units is called dimensionless physical quantity. Next, 37. A concave mirror produces 2 times the magnification of real image of an object placed at 10 centimeters in front of it. 10 centimeters in front of it. The position of the image is nothing but, in the question is asking what is the position of the image. Now see, look at here, a concave mirror is there, pole, focus, center of curvature, and produces the magnification is 2 times magnified image when the object is placed 10 centimeters. So look at here, so the object is placed 10 centimeters, and one more thing, it is a mirror pole. Now the object is placed at 10 centimeters, and what is the magnification? Magnified real image, he told. So magnified real image means the object will be placed between F and C only, then only you will get the real image, and it will be the enlarged image. So for the real image, the magnification will be negative. For the real image, the magnification is negative. For the virtual image, the magnification will be positive. Remember this. So the object distance also you mentioned, it will be 10 centimeters. Anyhow, the object distance is opposite to the incident ray, so that's why I took minus 10 centimeters by applying the sign conventions. So we have the formula m is equal to minus v by u. So m is minus 2 minus v, u value is minus 10. Minus minus will get cancelled. V is equal to minus 20 centimeters. So the option is 20 centimeters from the pole in front of the mirror. So you will get the image here, 20 centimeters in front of the mirror. I hope you understood. Next, 38th. Dash mirror is used in the street lights. See, look at here. Here, the main application of the convex mirror is it is used in the street lights. See, since because of its divergingness nature, see, in place of the square, I place the powerful light source here. Now, what will happen? All the light rays will be diverge. So, by means of that, it will cover a huge field area. Whatever the diverging light is there, the diverging light will be cover the huge field area, so it will cover more area. So that's why we will use a convex mirror in the street lights. Why? Because it will cover, if you place a convex reflecting surface, the light will be extended to large area. So that's why we will use a convex mirror. And the next question, 39th question is, the geometric center of a spherical mirror or mirror is called pole. Another name for pole is vertex. Remember that point also. Another name for pole is vertex. 40th question. The ratio of amount of light reflected from a surface to the amount of light falling on the surface is called reflectance. It is a ratio of amount of light reflected. Amount of light reflected by amount of light incidence, it is called reflectance. Remember this point, reflectance is nothing but the ratio of amount of light reflected to amount of light incidence. Next question, 41. A concave mirror of focal length 15 centimeters. The focal length of a concave mirror, the focal length of the concave mirror is how much? 15 centimeters, forms the image having twice the linear dimension. So the magnification will be 2. The position of the object when the image is virtual will be. So here the image is virtual. So for the virtual image, we need to take plus magnification. And it is a concave mirror. And look at here, the focal length will be negative. And let us try to solve this kind of problem by using analytical method. Pole, focus, and center of curvature, and the image is virtual. What the thing is, the position of the object. What is the focal length? 15 centimeters. R will be 30 centimeters. So in order to get the image of virtual image in case of a concave mirror, definitely the object will be placed between pole and focus. So the object distance should be less than 15 centimeters. Don't consider minus sign here. It will be less than 15 centimeters. Any suitable options are there? Yes, we have the suitable option. That suitable option is 7.5, which is less than 15 centimeters. I hope you understood. Option 2. Without solving also we can answer the questions. Next, 42. A shaving mirror having the radius of curvature. What is the radius of curvature? R is equal to 64 centimeters. Is held at a distance of 16 centimeters from your nose. The magnification produced by the mirror is even you can solve this kind of problem without solving also. A shaving mirror is nothing but it is a concave mirror. Concave mirror is used like the shaving mirror. Why? Because when you place the object between pole and focus, the height of enlarged image you are going to be get. So this enlarging nature will help us for shaving. And the focal length, how much radius of curvature is that 64, then the focal length will be 32. For this we will get virtual, erected and enlarged image characteristics. Virtual, erected and enlarged image characteristics. So for the virtual image, the magnification will be positive. For the enlarged image, the magnitude will be more than 1. Select the suitable answer. So option 1 have plus sign, option 2 have plus sign, option 3 have minus sign, option 4 have minus sign. So option 3 and option 2 are eliminated. In the option 2, the magnitude is more than 1. So option 1 is the correct option. A concave mirror produces 3 times enlarged image of an object placed 10 centimeters in front of it. The focal length of the mirror is, see, look at here, the magnification he mentioned here, but it didn't mention whether it is a virtual image or real image. So here we should take plus 3 as well as m is equal to minus 3. Plus 3 is for the virtual image and minus 3 is for the real image. So two possibilities are there we need to solve, and the object distance he mentioned as 10 centimeters. Anyhow, you will be minus 10 centimeters only. Why? Because it will be placed outside the mirror. First, I will check with real image. Then after, I will check with the virtual image. So m is equal to minus v by u. In the question, is asking to find out the focal length. So for that purpose, I'm going to be find out the image distance. Then after, by using the mirror formula, I will find out the focal length. M value is how much? Minus 3 is equal to minus v divided by, and u, no problem, you can take minus 10 also. Minus minus will get cancelled. V is equal to, you will get as minus 30 centimeters. Now 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. Substitute in that minus 30 by minus 10. Now the LCM is 30, 1 minus 3. Now we will get minus 4 by 30, which is equal to 1 by f value. F is equal to minus 30 by 4, which is minus 7.5 centimeters. So the option is 2. Already I got the option, that's why I'm not checking with this one. Clear? Next, 44. A plane mirror reflects a pencil of light to form a real image. See, look at here. Don't consider plane mirror will form the converging rays. As of the question, he mentioned that the plane mirror reflects the pencil of light to form the real image. So in order to get the real image, definitely the rays will be converging rays only. Then only we will get the real image. But it is not possible thing. As of the given data, we are going to be answer the answer for the question. So in order to get the real image, definitely we should have the converging rays. This thing you should remember. It should be the converging rays. It is very important. Next, radius of curvature of a concave mirror is 40 centimeters. So the radius of a curvature of a concave mirror is 40 centimeters. The size of the image is twice as that of the object. So m is equal to 2. then the object should be at a distance of, look at here, when will you get the enlarged image? So here we will have two possible conditions. When the object is placed between F and C, you will get the enlarged image. What is the focal length? So radius of curvature is 20, nothing but 40. C will be 40 and F will be 20. So you should have the one option will be between F and C, nothing but the value will be in between F and C. Or in the second condition also you will get the same situation, which is enlarged characteristic between pole and focus. If you place the object between pole and focus, then also you will get the virtual erected enlarged image. So two possibilities are there. We will see. So option 30 had given nothing but 30 is placed between F and C. So option 1 is a correct option. Let us see. Option 20 wrong. Option 3 is 40 centimeter wrong. Option 60 beyond C wrong. So option A is the correct option. The object is placed between F and C. And if any other option is there which is less than 20 centimeters, then you should go for the calculation. The light selects the path. What is the question? The light selects the path. It is Fermat principle, which takes the least distance to travel. Option 3 is the correct option. 47th, the mirror used in the shops and stores to vigilance purpose. Here we should use a convex mirror. Convex mirror is used like the rear view mirror. Why? Because it covers more field area. So same scenario, same application which we are using for this scenario situation also, for the vigilance purpose and uh, parking purpose, we will use the convex mirrors. A light ray incident at an angle 45 degrees. The angle of deviation. See, look at here. First we will see, look on the formula. Then after we will see, this is the incident ray. Let us consider this is the incident ray. It is moving in the same direction. Now the normal, how will you get the normal? Perpendicular at that point. Now the reflected ray you will get like this. This is the reflected ray. So as of the loss of reflection, angle of incidence will be is equal to angle of reflection. Now look at here. This angle, angle x, are vertically opposite angles. So x will be is equal to I. Now I am going to be calculate the this angle. This angle. So the entire angle is right angle. So this small angle will be 90 minus I. And here what is the angle? This is the right angle. This angle will be again 90 minus r. Anyhow r is equal to I only, no? 90 minus I will take. So this is the actual angle of deviation. What is the angle? This angle plus this angle. What is that angle? 90 minus I plus 90 minus I. So this is the angle of deviation. 90 minus I plus 90 minus I, it will be 180 minus 2I. This is the angle of deviation which is produced by the mirror. So here the angle of incidence is mentioned as 45 degrees. 180 minus 2 into 45. What is the answer? 180 minus 90. The angle of deviation of the ray is 90 degrees. Option 3 is the correct option. Remember this formula. The angle of deviation for the plane mirror is 180 minus 2I. 49th question. The real image formed by a concave mirror is larger than the object. So the real image is formed, then the object will be placed between F and C. Direct answer. Option 3 is the correct option. For the virtual image, what will be the answer? Will you guess? The distance the object is placed between pole and focus. 50th question in last question, I think last question in the level 1. Yeah. The angle between the incident ray and the plane mirror is 30 degrees. Here he had given the glancing angle of incidence, which is 30 degrees. The total angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray, and the I plus alpha I will be is equal to what is the angle? 90 degrees. See, look at here. This is the plane mirror, normal, incident ray, reflected ray. This angle is alpha I, and it is I. See, from the figure, alpha I plus I will be is equal to 90 only. No? So I plus 30 is equal to 90 degrees. I is equal to 90 minus 30. What is the answer? 60 degrees is the angle of incidence. Anyhow, as of the loss of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection is equal to 60 degrees only. So the angle between the incident ray and reflected ray is nothing but 60 plus 60, what is the answer? 120 degrees. So this is the answer. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel to get the updates on TSRJC, APSRJC, Polyset, physical science videos. Please share to your friends also. Thank you once again.